So you ready to start that podcast, or you got the next hit? I'm gonna show you a device that you're gonna need to get that started. It's called the audio interface. I'm gonna go over some of the features to look out when you purchase one of these, and I'll show you why we upgraded from the Focusrite to the PreSonus. This is called the audio interface. Audio interfaces, back in the day, this was kind of considered a professional type of device. Now, I would suggest anybody that is a prosumer or just a hobbyist invest in one of these. What you get in an audio interface is a couple different features. You get MIDI inputs. So if you're a keyboardist or anything that takes a MIDI input, it adds that. Because once you get a laptop, these days, it's kind of what you pull off the lot is what you're going to get. It's not much upgrade there. If you want to upgrade your sound or just get better quality, you're going to need one of these. So from sound to mic inputs, this is what this adds. So speaking on the Focusrite, I really enjoyed the Focusrite. The Focusrite was a really sturdy device for a long time. The quality was great. This is a great brand. Anybody that's looking to invest, I would say Focusrite is a good place to start. Now this is the first gen. The first gen had a couple hiccups. The mic inputs were very clean and clear, and I really enjoyed them, but they didn't have the warmth that I wanted. And the third generation does take care of this. So I'm not gonna knock Focusrite at all. A lot of the things that I had to complain about the first generation, they have improved a lot. Haven't quite got around to listening to the third generation yet, but when I do, I'll follow up on that. The thing I really like about audio interfaces is that you're able to increase your sound quality. I love listening to music, and the laptops are great, and they do a whole lot better job than they did in the past. But they only have so far they can go. Most laptops are gonna go up to 48 kilohertz, and to go above that, you're gonna need something like this. The Focusrite went up to 96 kilohertz, and when I go into kilohertz, I'll explain that a little bit more in depth. But when I say kilohertz, that's the range of sound. Most people ears, well, I'm told everybody's ears can only hear about 20 kilohertz. So yeah, anything above that is overkill. And when we're talking about video production, most of the time you're gonna record between 44 kilohertz to 48 kilohertz. So anything above that, yeah, you are kind of pushing it. But yes, that's what we like to do. We like to push things, go faster, whatever the case is, The PreSonus goes up to 196 kilohertz. When I say sound, you were not able to quite hear these sounds, and I'll show you a couple things that you even need to even be able to reproduce these sounds through headphones or speakers. And the headphones you need to even be able to play back that type of quality are very expensive. Going into these headphones, like I said, the PreSonus is able to hit kilohertz where most people's ears don't hear unless you're muting at this point. And some people are able to decipher sounds that I'm not able to. But when we're talking about sounds like this, we're talking about things like violins is able to. But if you can and want to hear the best sound out there, as you see here, it's able to hit kilohertz of 7 to 120. And that's still not getting to the 196 that the PreSonus is able to record at. So like I said, we're talking about very high-end quality. And not only do you need that just to be able to hear back that quality, you need a microphone that's going to be able to record it. That's where this comes in. It's able to record up to 100 kilohertz. So we're not even still talking about the 196 that this audio interface is able to record at. So I said you need a lot of high-end equipment to even be able to hit those ranges. And none of this stuff comes cheap. So as you can see from this chart, not a lot of animals can hear those very high frequencies. I think Flipper the dolphin would probably be the one that would really appreciate these headphones. You want a device that you can grow with, and this is a device that I feel like for a while it's gonna serve our needs. One thing I do like, I really love about it is that with the MacBook Pro, we're now into the Thunderbolt 3, and I guess if you're a PC person, USB-C. They didn't provide any old USB-A input, so when we're talking about the Focusrite, I had to go with the dongle and drag this dongle around, hook it up. And it kind of, you know, for its portability. And like I said, these things add portability. So if you're a audio professional on the go, you know, and you got a song that you just got to record, this is what you got to have. So, but you don't want to be carrying this around. You want to be able to hook it up, especially you got, like I said, a MacBook Pro. So with this, with the PreSonus, it hooks up USB-C. USB-C is, like I said, the same as Thunderbolt. And they're only one cable, and it runs off of bus power, so we don't have to worry about plugging this into the wall or anything. It's powered directly from the laptop. Now, if you have an older computer and still working with the USB-A, it is, and the technology inside the PreSonus is still USB 2.0. So you're not necessarily getting the faster speed, you're just getting the more convenient connectivity, which is actually a huge plus. But if you have USB-A, they do provide the cable so you can hook the PreSonus up through the older technology. Next thing I like about the PreSonus is these meters. These meters are great. I said just having these meters right here, just being able to see, you know, where I'm at, it's, you know, it adds that little extra. Next thing I really like about the PreSonus is the build. I mean, a lot of these audio interfaces are very good build quality. It's very solid, it's very small, and compared to the Focusrite, it's not as long as it. So the thing I don't like is in the back is the headphone jack. On the Focusrite, the headphone jack was in the front. You know, it's not a big thing, and I could say if you have this hooked up in a desk situation, it might help with cable management. Run the cable through the back may look a little bit cleaner, but for me, I will have liked it in the front. So it's not a huge deal, but it's in the back. And next thing, you have two balanced outputs in the back, quarter pin. PreSonus only has one headphone jack, and I really wish it had two, and they do have models that have two. It only has one. So if you're using this for a podcast and you have a guest or your partner or whatever on your podcast, you want them to be able to hear the playback also. I came up with a little workaround around that. This is a Breakaway Cable, which I purchased on Amazon, and I have the link below. I plug those into the two balanced outputs, and it adds your regular headphone jack. So there you go. Now I'm able to control two headphones. So, you know, like I said, I have that at the bottom if you want to pick that up. If you decide to get the PreSonus, this is a great add-on addition. That way you have two headphone jacks coming out this thing. Next thing I said is 48 volts. So if you have a condenser microphone, which I'll show the difference and let you hear the difference in the sound between a condenser microphone and a dynamic microphone. This is, like I said, bus powered through the computer, and it powers a 48 volt microphone, two of them if you have two condenser microphones, which is great. So let me talk about the PreSonus really quickly, what comes in the box. Because when you get into any kind of music production, your podcast, you're gonna need some kind of good software. One thing about PreSonus, it does give you what you need out the box, and that's a DAW. That's a digital audio workstation. This is Studio One. Studio One is a great suite of software. Studio One is really, really good software. It has a lot of different things that I wasn't even expecting. We have a MIDI control keyboard. And with a MIDI control keyboard, you're able to produce a lot of different sounds, from keyboard sounds to violins and so on. Studio One has that. It has it already built into that. So you can, you know, produce sounds, you can record your podcast, you can actually make a whole track with just this software, and it's free. It comes in the box, and it comes with a lot of good add-ons too for its plugins. I was very, very happy and surprised with the software that came with it, and just Studio One by itself was worth the money. And so this is the artist version, and what they gave out the box, I was, I was blown away there. So what I'm going to do really quickly is kind of show you the difference in the microphones. I have a Blue Spark microphone, which has a little age on it, but it's a good condenser microphone. For someone starting out, it's a great place to start. So I'm going to let you hear the quality difference between the Blue Spark and a great dynamic microphone made by Electro Voice, which makes a lot of great equipment. This is the Cobalt 9. We'll compare the two, let you hear the difference, see which one you may need. Okay. Only you. Only you. Catch me in the middle of my singing. as you can see, I have the condenser microphone, which is a Blue Spark setup. It's a great condenser microphone, and I would suggest for anybody starting out, you don't want to spend a whole lot because these microphones go into the thousands. Seriously, they go very high up. And I will say one thing, when we're talking about the kilohertz, some of these microphones are limited to the amount of kilohertz that they actually record. They are made to record the human voice and also playback what the human voice hears. So when you get into these high ranges, unless you, like I said, a violinist or you're recording bats or insects, I don't know, anything that hits very high pitches, you're gonna need some specialized equipment anyway. But like I said, we're gonna record both of these microphones at 196 kilohertz into the PreSonus and let you hear the difference. Right now, this is the Blue Spark microphone. This is the first generation, and you can hear the quality of my voice. This is the Electro Voice Cobalt 9, which is a great dynamic microphone. This microphone is a dynamic microphone. It's usually made for handling on stage for performers. This is I say the standard microphone you will see out. I mean, just most people when they think about a microphone, this is what they think about. So this is the Cobalt 9, as you can hear, the quality of my voice. Okay, sorry. As you can hear, I said both microphones are very good, and recording back at 196 kilohertz, this does a great job. If you have any questions about this microphone, the Blue Spark, like I said, this is a great starter microphone. It ranges between, I say, 89 to 169. So for someone starting out, I would definitely suggest this type of microphone. Microphones can range into the thousands. So if you have any questions about the Blue Spark or this Electro Voice Cobalt 9, I'm more than happy to answer any questions about either one of them. So comment below, and I say if you have any questions, suggestions, or anything else that you want to hear, please comment below. I'm more than happy to respond back or have a conversation. So I said audio interface is as you can see, is a very key part to starting off your audio production. I say it's, not only does it add the mic inputs, you get a better sound card. Like I said, if you're on a MacBook, what you get is what you get. So there's not much flexibility there. For example, for the MacBook Pros, the sound card can go up to a 96 kilohertz. Like I said, this adds 196 kilohertz. So you get way better sound quality out of audio interface. So if you're someone that just want better sound, that's what this is going to add. If you need a better microphone, this is what an audio interface is going to add. There are a lot of different audio interfaces out there. You can add, like I said, 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 different mic inputs. So, that's what you're going to pay for its different prices. For its technology and quality, PreSonus here has packed in a whole lot of high-end quality into this small package. Well, I hope I answered some questions about audio interfaces and gave you, a little information about why you may want to get one or upgrade to the PreSonus. If you have any questions, please comment below, and I'll be more than glad to answer any questions that you have, anything that I may have left out, anything that you see that you want more in depth, comment below. That's what it's for. We're definitely here to answer any extra questions. Please, if you want to support this channel, please subscribe. And so the subscriptions don't cost you anything. Just hit the subscribe button. We promise to continue to give us best information that we have. We love sharing. We love hearing any information that you may have, you want to give us. Please comment below. We want to grow our channel. We're looking to do bigger and better things. So please hit that like button. Please. Tap that mug. So I want to end this video by saying if you are a hobbyist, professional, or just someone that don't be scared. Try these type of equipment out. If it's not for you, I'm sure every company has a return policy, send that mug back. But just try it out. This type of device opens up all kind of opportunities for you. If you're just a weekend voiceover artist, or if you're a professional voiceover artist, if you are a person that just, want to just hear your voice at levels. We went to B&H last summer, and I will say one thing really quickly. Hearing your voice with different microphones, you really opens your mind to different things. So if you don't think audio's for you, just give it a try. I said it opens up your mind to things you didn't even realize you could do. And you sound a lot different than you think you do. I mean, that's one thing I realize is that my voice don't sound as good as thought it did. But I really strive to get better at everything I do. So this type of device will help you get better. I said, it gives you the headroom to grow with 196 kilohertz, great mic preamps. I said, if you could pick up the Focusrite, great device. Either or, I'm gonna suggest either one of them that you can get at a great deal. You can't go wrong either way. But the PreSonus definitely makes it future-proof, and you're gonna love it for years to come. Thank you for watching, and please hit that like button, please subscribe, and please check out our next video. It's right around the corner, I promise. So thank you for watching.